Okay, good evening, everyone. I hope you all are doing well, and let's start with the webinar now. Yeah. So I think everyone has completed the immersion process. Next step is the ideation process. Um, One thing, so your mics will stay off for now, and we will have time for the questions after this, where you'll be able to unmute yourself and ask the doubts. Okay. We will also keep the chat box open at the last, so you can ask your doubts there also. Um, Now, for now, you can communicate with me through the reactions, like you can use the thumbs ups or whatever. Yeah. So, next slide. Okay. Um, after immersion, next phase is ideation. Give me a thumbs up if you have completed with your immersion phase. Okay. Great, great. I can see some hands being raised. Okay. Okay, great. I think you might have completed the immersion phase now, and you have understood what your persona is doing. You have some insights now, and now the next step is to ideate and solve. Yes, the timeline for ideation is November 18 to December 1. On 2nd December, you'll be submitting the immersion and ideation, both the things together. Yes. Next slide, please. Okay. So why do we ideate? Step beyond obvious solutions and thus increase innovation potential of the solutions. So for the challenge statements we have given, there might be some solutions already, right? Or they might be some solutions that were thought of, but because of some constraints, it never worked. You can work on it more if you want and make it useful over here. What you're supposed to do here is instead of opting for obvious solutions, you can innovate further to make the person's life easier. Next is harness the collective perspectives and strength of the group members. Let it not be only one person giving the ideas. The whole group can sit together and can brainstorm on the statement. That way, maybe you'll get the best solution after the persona, right? Next point is uncover expected areas to explore. So maybe while brainstorming, you'll come up with a very easy solution for a very big problem. So that's what we mean by this point. And next is create numerous divergent ideas. You might create more and more ideas which you think will be helpful to find the solution. Yeah. Next slide, please. How can we ideate as a team? So we have come up with some steps to ideate as a team. First is coming up with a lot of divergent ideas. Next, you sort the ideas and select the best possible ideas. You evaluate and create action steps for finally selected ideas, and the output should be should ideally be approached and a design sketch for converting the final idea to the prototype. What you need to submit us is a final design sketch, which can then be converted to the prototype. Yeah. So the output of this phase is a design sketch. The design sketch using which anyone should be able to imitate the solution. Yeah. Next. Generating numerous divergent ideas. So while you generate numerous divergent ideas, first is you shouldn't be judgmental. Second is you should encourage wild ideas. Next, build on the ideas of other team members. Don't distract from the topic or problem statement while hunting for the ideas. You can use charts, drawings, such visual elements. One conversation at a time means you should give chance to all your team members and go for quantity here. We need more and more ideas over here. This is what we mean with the last point. Most important, document all your ideas. All your ideas should be mentioned in the PPT which you're going to submit. Yeah. Next, ways to brainstorm. Now, I mean, here I'm asking you to come up with ideas, and I'm saying quantity is the key here. Let's see what are the ways to come up with those ideas, okay? Uh, Now, there are many ways to brainstorm. I'm mentioning only two ways over here, but you can Google for some more ways if you want. First thing I want to mention is brainwriting. Brainwriting allows participants to contribute ideas without the pressure of speaking up, ensuring everyone's thoughts are considered. Okay. So now, if there are three members in a team, each one of you is supposed to write the ideas separately. Come up with some ideas, and then you can share your ideas with your team. For the ones who are working on the problem statement from their homes, or for the ones who are introverts, this is a good solution, right? Next, by writing ideas individually before sharing, it fosters a wide range of unique and creative solutions, avoiding groupthink and encouraging originality. Yeah, so while you're discussing your ideas in a group, you all shouldn't end up with one trivial idea, right? You should be able to think of many things that are possible. After you have all the diverse ideas, you can sit with the whole team and discuss. Second method is NHK brainstorming. Participants write down five ideas on separate cards and then share them in groups, ensuring diverse and inclusive brainstorming. Now this is similar to brainwriting, but what we do over here is each team member comes up with at least five ideas, and when you're done, you group those ideas in a theme. Ideas are grouped into themes, allowing for deeper analysis and refinement, leading to more focused and actionable solution. So let's say there are three students in a group, and you have come up with total 15 ideas, five per person, right? Now you categorize these ideas for a deeper analysis. You refine the ideas, and at last you come up with a more focused ideas, a more actionable solution. Yeah. Next. Yeah, divergent idea generation. I mean, before this, we were looking at the methods of brainstorming. Now, we have an example of how of the brainstorming ways we saw before. Okay. Uh, I mean, in the last meeting of the immersion phase, you have discussed one example about the discomforts faced by students while taking a school bus ride, right? Again, we are taking the same example. uh, Take the second method which we're talking about. Three students come each coming up with five ideas. So let's say student one has come up with ideas that install ergonomic seats for better comfort, add air conditioning to regular temperature, use noise cancelling materials to reduce noise, provide blankets and cushion for long rides, organize seating by age group. So these were the ideas which first student gave, right? Second student came up with these ideas. Offer healthy snacks and drinks, install window shades to block sunlight, decorate the bus with student artwork, play educational videos along the ride, introduce activities like storytelling sessions. You see, these were the ideas given by students. Each student gave five ideas, so we have 15 ideas collectively now, right? Can we have the next slide? Yeah. Then student three came up with these ideas: provide Wi-Fi for students, ensure the bus is cleaned regularly, install mobile charging sessions, use brighter, cheerful interior colors, implement a feedback system for continuous improvement. So this was the first step. Uh, each student coming up with five ideas. Totally, we have 15 ideas now. Now, next step is group discussion. Students form a group and share their ideas. Each student explains their five ideas while others jot down any new ideas that come into their mind. Okay, so now maybe in a discussion, on one student's idea, other students might get enhancement of their idea, right? So, I mean, if one student is coming up with one idea, uh, if I'm the second student, I might be able to think of some other improvements in the solution which first students have given, or whatever as such. So these things you're supposed to jot down. Whatever new ideas come up in a discussion, you just jot it down, okay? Next slide. Step three is grouping into themes. You categorize your ideas into themes over here. Okay. So whatever 15 ideas we've got, we categorize them. So first category we've put is comfort and amenities. Then we have engagement and entertainment. Like all the physical ideas are in the first category. So if you see, the ideas are ergonomic seats, air conditioning, noise cancelling material, blankets and cushions, healthy snacks and drinks. Yeah. So the first was physical things come in the first category. Next is engagement and entertainment. What ideas are over here? Storytelling sessions, educational videos, Wi-Fi, mobile charging stations. So you can see all the engagement ideas were into the second category. Can we have the next slide? Third category, they have environment and cleanliness. Window shades, clean bus regularly, decorate with student artwork, bright interior colors. All the environmental ideas are in third category. We have one more, feedback and improvement, organize seating by age groups, and feedback system for continuous improvement. So this was the third step, categorizing. So whatever ideas you were having, all the 15 ideas, you need to categorize them into categories as such. Yeah. Uh, Next slide. Yes. Now the fourth step, further brainstorming. The team dives deeper into each theme to refine and develop actionable solutions. Now, here you're supposed to work on each category and think about how you can convert your ideas into a solution. Okay. For example, uh, first is comfort and amenities. Research ergonomic seat options within budget constraints. So first, we had this uh, idea given by our first student was ergonomic seats. Now, what you need to do, as a further step, what you need to do is research ergonomic seat options under budget constraints. Next is explore eco-friendly air conditioning solutions, test noise cancelling material for effectiveness, implement a routine for distributing and cleaning blankets and cushions, create a menu of healthy snack options, and work with a supplier. So this was your fourth step. You need to work on the ideas more, right? In this step. Uh, Now this was the explanation for one idea like this. You can find many other brainstorming ways like scamper method, etc. on the Google. Yeah, you can use some other techniques also to brainstorm. This was just one example. Next slide. Yeah. Now from above example, we have a lot of ideas. Now, how to shortlist the three best ideas from all those ideas? We are going to see a prioritization map now, which will help in narrowing it down to three ideas. We will use impact and feasibility as parameters for doing this. Uh, Now you put your ideas into the quadrants. Can we have the next slide? These are the quadrants we have. So, putting the two parameters, impact and feasibility, we have come up with this a graph kind of a thing. Maybe uh, you can just put your ideas into this quadrant. Like for example, we had this idea of installing Wi-Fi in the bus, right? So, if you think it will have a high impact and is feasible for you, then it will come into the top left quadrant over here. If you think it is not feasible, but it will have a high impact on you, put it into the top right quadrant. Like this, you're supposed to put all the ideas into the quadrants over here. Yeah. So at the end, whatever ideas come into the top left quadrant, high impact and feasible. The first quadrant, you can shortlist those ideas. So now we've come up with three ideas. From 15, we went on refining, and now we have three last ideas. Okay. Next slide. That one idea to act. So, as I said, till here we've shortlisted number of ideas, and we boiled it down to three. Now we are supposed to find that one final idea which you're going to work on, right? Now, how to finalize it? You give scores to that idea. Uh, Can we have the next slide? So each idea you're supposed to mention over here, and we will go on rating the idea from 1 to 5. Say 1 is lowest and 5 being the highest. You use the three parameters given over here and identify the idea which scores the highest total. So I mean, whatever rating you give, go on adding that. Whichever has the highest rating will be the idea you'll choose. Yeah. We have these three parameters: user impact, current technology feasibility, idea like with the team. uh, just a small summary: 15 ideas we had, 5 from each student. We boiled it down to three, and then we had this after the quadrant thing, we boiled it down to three. After these three ideas, we came on to we selected one idea using this rating thing. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, Now see, when I'm talking in a team, maybe all the team members will not agree on the same idea. So each member will rate every idea according to these parameters, and whichever idea gets the highest score is the idea to be finally worked upon. Okay. Yeah. So once you finalize the last and final idea which you want to build your solution on, we want a final design sketch of that idea. Uh, I mean, when I'm talking about design sketch is nothing but an input document which we use to build a working prototype of your idea to solve the problem, and it should list the interaction flow between the user and the prototype. Okay. It should clearly list out technology, tools, parts to be used in the prototype. For example, if you have some circuit in your design sketch, if you have any code, you need to mention the pseudo code. You need to mention your circuit diagram. So all these things should be mentioned in the design sketch. Okay. The design sketch should be visually clear for anyone to understand, to procure and build the solution. Now, for example, I should be able to use your design sketch as a blueprint to build the solution. It should be that clear. Yeah. Yes. Your design sketch should look somewhat like this, clear enough for others to understand. Yeah. If you see the first picture over here, it is a design sketch of an app that can be built. So using these things, I should be able to code. I should know exactly where to put the search button, where to put this button, etc. So your design sketch needs to be that clear. Yeah. A few more examples of the design sketch you can see. As you can see in the third picture, everything is labeled properly. I can understand what a prototype is going to look like after I look at this design sketch. Uh, so this was what I wanted to tell you. We can start with, I mean, we can start. We can have your doubts. Uh, Whoever has a doubt, please raise your hand. Okay. Yeah. We can unmute SK Shana. Yes. SK Shana, please ask it out.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
are we supposed to make two PPTs?
Sorry.
Are we supposed to make two PPTs?
No, you're supposed to make only one PPT. Madhvi, can you please? Hello. Yeah, no, you're supposed to make only one PPT. We can have the next question.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I have a doubt, ma'am. So basically, in our project that was given, the topic was that we can do prediction, rescue, and recovery, right, ma'am? So for our design sketch, should it be any one of these topics?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Can you please repeat your question?
Yes, ma'am. So in our topic that was given, disasters and
Mhm.
natural calamities, prediction, rescue, and recovery was our theme, ma'am. So from these prediction, rescue, and recovery, any one should be our design sketch.
Yes.
Okay.
Madhvi, can you please continue?
Uh, Thank you. So for the question which you asked, like prediction, rescue, and recovery, if your solution is able to solve all the three, like if it is able to give a alarm for any prediction, or if it is able to rescue the people and with minimal loss or something, yes, all the three should be included. Whatever is your solution, all that should be included in your design sketch. Did I answer your question, Adira? Because you're on mute. Okay.
Yeah. We can have, thank you, Madhvi. We can
Yeah,
have
you're
next
welcome.
question. Mriduna, can you please unmute?
So my doubt is that are you gonna give us like a template for this slide?
Yes, yes. Yeah, we have a template. We will discuss about it further in the session. 5 minutes for this doubt, and we will discuss about the template further.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Do we have any other questions related to the first part? Yeah, Reshwant, please tell.
Ma'am, in design sketch we should do only any one or we should do all?
See, I'm taking this questions, Varangi.
Sure, sure.
In the design sketch, you will be shortlisting your ideas to one, right? You will be choosing the one best idea from all the ideas you have generated. So for that idea, you have to draw the design sketch, not for all the ideas you generate.
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I actually have a doubt.
Yeah,
Yes,
please,
Mano.
Sophia.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, do we have to make a tool that helps us to that helps us out of the solution, or do we have to make a app or something?
Like Pia Shah, right? Whoever is
Yes.
talking now. Yeah. So it should be a working prototype, which we are expecting. If you are making an app, the app should be a working app.
Okay, ma'am. And
Yeah.
ma'am, can you explain a prototype again?
Prototype in the sense, what do you want to know about prototype?
So, ma'am, for the bus situation, how should we
Hmm.
create the design, or what tools should we make? Or if we are making an app, what should we do in that?
See, for the bus situation, according to the ideas which I've generated, I would have chosen to choose comfort and what is that?
Amenity.
Comfort and amenities, right? Yeah, comfort and amenities. In that, I would have gone and searched for the ergonomic seats which are needed. Like I would have gone, done a research, and then I would have drawn the seat, how I want the seat to be. And snacks, if there is anything about snacks, maybe I would have made an app for the snacks. So that flow, how the app will flow, like from first screen on the first, what is the homepage? If I click on the homepage, what is it taking me to the next homepage? Like that, like how she has shown the prototype, the sketch, design sketch of a app in the first. I mean, there is a picture of it. In that way, I would have done the design sketch, and the prototyping would have been an app, and the seat make sure I would have made a seat for it. So that would have been my prototype.
Okay, ma'am.
The-
Thank you so much.
yeah, you're welcome.
Yes.
Okay. We have one more questions round at the end of the session. we'll continue with the template. Let's continue with the template, and then again you can ask the questions at the last. Okay. So you've got this template. We have same template for ideation and immersion phase. Only some slides we have added into the template. Can we? I'm sure you all know. I mean, you've gone through this template and you all know about it. Can we go to the slide number 6? Yeah. Yes. Uh, Idea generation. So after you're done with the immersion phase, we saw how each student can come up with 5 ideas and collectively in a group of 3, suppose you'll have around 15 ideas. So you are supposed to list all those 15 ideas down over here, okay, in this slide. Next, if you want to add a few more slides for adding the ideas, you can. Next. Yeah. We boiled this whole thing down to 3 ideas at last. Those 3 ideas you're supposed to mention over here. Next. Whatever your final idea is, you're supposed to mention over here with the reason why you've chosen that idea. So your reason should be, elaborated properly after you mention your final idea over here. Next. Draw your design sketch with labeling the paths. It can be either document or design sketch or pseudocode circuit diagram design piece, which explains the solution in detail. So whatever your solution is going to be, we need to, we should be able to visualize how your solution is going to look at end. So if you're having any kind of coding in your app, you need to mention the pseudocode over here. If you're having any circuit diagram, you need to mention that over here. If you having a 3D model or whatever, that can be linked into the sheet. You can add links of whatever format it takes us to, and the links can be mentioned over here in the PPT. Bottom line, we just need to know your solution in very detail. Yeah. You can add the slides if you want. So these were the slides we have added for ideation phase. Let's come back to the questions. Okay, I can see many hands raised now. Okay. Karthika Harini, can you please unmute and ask your question?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it's about the design sketch. Like, if we are creating a circuit, like, we're supposed to explain the solution. So, do we have to explain how we built the circuit or how that is involved in the solution?
So
Yeah.
I'll take this, Swarangi. Yeah. So Kartika, your question is like if you're building a circuit, right? Like if your solution contains a circuit as a part of it, we
Yes,
want
ma'am.
the flow of your solution. Flow in the sense, if you are making is just if it is circuit is a part of it, you are going to give us the circuit diagram. And if your solution contains many parts, like if just a circuit is one of the parts and robotics kit is one of the part, or if engineering kit is one of the part, we want you to draw that also, and like the link between your robotics one and the circuit where you will be placing the robotics part, where you will be placing the circuit part, everything should be linked
Okay.
in your sketch. Like Swarangi has told, the sketch, if you are giving us that sketch, like if you are giving that sketch to a third person, she should be able to build the solution using your blueprint, using your design sketch.
Okay, ma'am.
Did I solve your doubt? Did I answer your doubt, Kartika?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I have another doubt.
Yeah.
Like about the comfort and amenities solution. I mean, the idea which we got about
Hmm.
the seats. Now, if I have to do a design sketch about that, am I supposed to like draw a seat and then say better colors, better soft sponge in it, something like that for such a simple solution? Is
See,
that what we're supposed to
if
do?
if you're drawing a seat, for example, let's take a seat, okay? The shape of the seat, like ergonomic style, seats and all, if you see, you can see there will be some shape, like where you have a good support for your back. All these will be there, no? Like for your
Yes,
back,
ma'am.
and so that kind of detailing. And the cushioning also, you can draw a small cushion-like structure for the seat and then mention it, label it as the cushion, what kind of cushion you're
Okay.
using, that you can do.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, and again, just for clarification, we're
Yeah.
supposed, like the same circuit thing, we're supposed to mention what we used in that circuit and tell how it is playing a role in the solution we created. That's all,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Sarvesh Rajivan, can you please unmute yourself to ask it out?
I have a doubt, ma'am. So for the prototype, prototype sketch should be made of the items which are easily available in the market, and they can prevent the cyclone or like the topic you're choosing.
Yes, the prototype should be made with the material which is easily available in the market. Why? Because like if you make something, it is not easily available for the people, then it will be a costlier one. And you can't, even few people cannot afford it. So it should be easily available in market, and it should be in par with the trend which is going on, like with the technology which is being used these days.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I have one more doubt. So
Yeah.
we have a topic, a cyclone. So
Hmm.
prototype should avoid or prevent the cyclone's damage, or how to sense the cyclone speed or stability and its properties.
That is your solution, right? Like if you want your cyclone, if you want your system to predict predict only cyclone and avoid damage, or if your solution is going to like after the cyclone has happened, whatever recovery you are going to do, or it depends upon your solution. Your solution can be just predicting the cyclone, or rescuing from the cyclone, or recovery of the cyclone,
Okay, ma'am.
or if it can involve all the three.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we can take next doubt. V. Ritvik, can you please unmute yourself?
So, ma'am, technically, we have to draw the equipment used in the solution, or we have to draw the diagram, ma'am. How are we preventing like the circuit, or its parts separate?
See, you have to give us the flow in the design sketch. Like, what is your solution? The whole design sketch should be there. Like, for example, in the same thing, like the bus example we have taken, if you want to connect Wi-Fi, or if there is any circuit involved in it, what is my controller? From my controller, what kind of like for example, to check the cleanliness of my bus, I am having a sensor which will check, which will tell if there is dirt or something. I'll have a sensor which will sense the dirt and tell to my controller that I am sensing dust, so switch on the vacuum and clean it. So for this, I'm going to give a flow that I'll write what kind of sensor I'm using. I will link that sensor with the controller, and this what is my actuator, what is my action after receiving the data. All those, that level of detailing should be there. Did you understand, Ritvik, or did I confuse you further?
We have to draw the things did in the required to make the circuit, or we have to draw the circuit with the things installed, ma'am.
See, if your solution is a circuit, you have to draw the circuit with all the components involved in it and the flow of that circuit. And down, you can just mention the components, what all components you are using.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Did I answer your question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, we can have Shashank Balaji.
Ma'am, my doubt is, are we allowed to edit the files and documents in the...
You edit the files and documents in where? Where? In the template,
Yes, ma'am, the template.
which you have not submitted anything to us yet, right? If you want to edit any of the documents or anything, as of now, you can edit it. But the templates, you can't, I mean, the template, you can't change the template. You have to upload all the things in in the specified template which we are giving.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah. Varshika Aishwarya AR. Can you please ask it out, Varshika Aishwarya AR? Uh, okay. We can take next. Prakhar Kumar.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please
Ma'am,
ask it out.
yes, ma'am. I was asking that in the first meeting, we were told that we can change the template, not change the template, but we can customize it in an artistic way. Like we can add a background and such. Is that also not allowed?
See, yeah, in my first webinar, we have told that we can make the customized, but the same content will be there, right? So
Yes.
yeah, you can the things which we are expecting should be the same. Maybe you can change the background and anything you can change, but it doesn't matter much to us because we are only focused on the content which we are expecting from you. We will only see those things. There will not be any evaluation on the presentation what you are going to do. That is what we are trying to tell. So there will not be extra weightage if there will not be extra marks given for your presentation or anything. The template which we are expecting from you, we only will evaluate on those points.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, and my second doubt was that in
Hmm.
this phase two, the ideation phase, will we be judged only on the innovation part, or can we have an idea that improves upon the current technology?
See, that is fine. If there is an idea which improves on the current technology, is also fine. We are not actually seeing for the original idea. I think nobody can come up with a very new idea as of like within this short time. Yeah, anything is fine.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Uh, Smaran, can you please unmute yourself and ask the doubt?
Ma'am, when will we get the template?
Yeah.
You'll receive it tomorrow.
Okay,
The
ma'am.
recording of this session and the template will be sent tomorrow.
Okay, ma'am. And another doubt, can we add the table which has the points like feasibility and how useful it is? You showed the table, right? Can we add that in why we added this idea?
You can give a reason. Like instead of adding the table, you can write in your own words that well you were doing evaluating on this table and you felt this was the best idea. Something you can just write in your own words and give. You need not give us the table.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Pranavi Karthik. Can you please ask it out? Or we can have Agrima Sharma.
Ma'am,
Yeah, please tell Pranavi.
so I have a doubt that in the emotion phase, we have to give all the website links, or can we put the only the important things from the website into a Word document and can we send it to you? Is that possible?
So you're talking about the research, right? The
Yes,
research
ma'am.
which you have done, right? Like,
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
in the document, you can give us a summary of whatever research you have done and send it to us. That should be fine.
Ma'am, like I'm asking if in the website we find one paragraph which is important, can we just copy that and put it in the Word document and send it to you? Or should we like
Yes.
put the whole website
Yes.
link?
No, the whole website link is not required. Like I said, told, you can just write your own summary, because depending upon all the research you have done, you will have an understanding, right? You can write a summary of it and send that document to us.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. We'll take one last question now, and then we'll end the session. The time's almost up. Aditi Tiwari, can you ask your question?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I wanted to ask, where are we supposed to submit this PPT?
Yeah, you will be sent the submission link on after November 25th or 30th. You will be sent the submission link. You can submit all your evidences and the PPT there.
Yeah. Before going, please check the chat box. We have all the links to our pages, to the YouTube session, everything over here. And let's wrap up with the session now. Yeah. Thank you everyone for coming, for participating in the event.
If you have any queries, you can write. The links are given and the email ID is given in the chat box. createforindia@gmail.com. You can write if you have any questions. You can write to createforindia@gmail.com.